Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your July reading. Sorry, my hairpin is like pulling on my hair. It's like yanking my hair out. So, everything is extremely personal right now, and you will have the tendency to overthink all of it. So, one of the biggest things that I can say for you guys, advice-wise, if you feel like you are being personally attacked in any way, shape, or form in July, kind of take a step back before you retaliate. Why am I saying this? Well, because everything is going to be felt at a very personal level, Cancer, this water energy is trying to cleanse all of those wounds that you have. And it's cleansing everybody. It's not just you guys. This water energy is with the eclipse that's happening and all of the aspects that are going on. It wants to bring us to a bigger existence, a bigger place. Plus, you have this eclipse that's going on in your 12th house in Capricorn. So you'll have the solar eclipse in Cancer, and then you'll have the lunar eclipse in Capricorn, which is your 12th house. Your shadow aspects, your shadow work is going to be very, very clear. When I say shadow work, what I mean is like all of those demons that you have within yourself that you don't readily show people on a regular basis may come out. And with the extra water energy, it will be super emotional. Let it cleanse. You know, we've been talking about you guys preparing for things, getting things moving, organizing, allowing yourself to purge, all of those stuff. Now it's time to cleanse. The purge, especially this last week of June that we've been in, was a huge purge. Instead of placing the blame on the person that's triggering you, I want you to look within, and I want you to allow yourself to see that maybe that person was at fault, but maybe you had a little bit of fault within it as well. You know, we can blame everybody for the way that we feel until we're blue in the face, but when it comes down to it, we're actually in control of our own emotions, and we're actually in control of how we perceive situations and how we allow ourselves to get entangled into certain situations, right? So because it's going to happen, people are going to trigger you. People are going to push all of your buttons, and instead of getting really, really worked up and getting super pissed off at that person, taking responsibility for how you feel and how you presented yourself in this situation as well. Now, yes, there are extenuating circumstances where there is abuse. Like, I'm not unaware and I am not blind to certain situations in life that are extenuating circumstances. All I'm saying is, when it comes down to, like, if somebody's being a narcissist to you, if somebody is being or triggering you in some way, even if you think that they're being a narcissist and they're just triggering you, whatever it is, whatever happens to you in July, recognize it as an opportunity to heal and to move on. Okay? Because there will be moments. The eclipse is sure, because there were cycles that need to be ending for you. The lunar eclipse in Capricorn, it's trying to end cycles for you. It's trying to end certain situations, and it's trying to show you aspects of yourself, not of other people, but aspects of yourself that you need to heal. Let's focus on ourselves and not focus so much on what other people are doing or other people are saying or how other people are acting. Let's focus on what's right in front of us and what we need to allow ourselves to further move forward on. Okay? And if you are a person that has been really super focused on yourself and you are growing, this solar eclipse is going to be a really big deal for you. In either way, sorry, my nose just got really, really stuffy right before I started your reading. So, but yeah, there are going to be things in your life where you're going to see that lessons had to be learned. So we have the Queen of Pentacles and we have the Tower. Right out the gate, right? There will be people that trigger you into healing, into evolving, because it's all about growth. And whether that person needed to have that trigger to grow in some way, shape, or form, whether you needed to be that trigger for them, whether they needed to be that trigger for you, it all comes down to evolution. And with the Tower, you know, you guys have had this Tower energy quite a bit in the last couple of months. And all it's saying is just flow. You have to allow yourself to flow through it. You have to allow yourself to continue moving forward regardless of circumstances. So we have the King of Wands. So there's an earth sign and a fire sign and a Tower right in the middle. Somebody's really pushing your buttons here. But you know what? The biggest part of that is moving forward from it, not getting stuck in the chaos of it. Yeah. So this could also have to do with too many people being involved in a situation with the Three of Cups. Now, typically, I don't go directly to the Three of Cups, or I don't go to a third-party situation when it comes to the Three of Cups, but I feel like with this Tower and two other individuals flanking the Tower, something's got to give. Feels like something's got to give. Yeah, and it has to do with the past. Something karmic. Could have to do with a Capricorn or a Scorpio. But we have the Devil and we have the Six of Cups. There's definitely a karmic lesson in this, whether it's a romantic thing or it's just something that you are having to learn in a very karmic way. Either way, there's a pretty big lesson in all of this. It feels very much like in order for you to grow, you have to get through this. In order for you to evolve, it's like the phoenix rising from the ashes. In order for you to evolve and to rise up from whatever circumstances happened, you have to allow yourself to learn the lesson. And, you know, what's interesting is Saturn is actually going to be moving into Aquarius in May of 2020. And right now it's in your 12th house. All this stuff that's going on in your 12th house, by the way, especially with this eclipse in your 12th house, is grooming you for a lot of new energy coming in. Like the eclipse in Capricorn, the lunar eclipse in your 12th house in Capricorn is grooming you for bigger things in your life. And it's almost as if you had to humble yourself in many, many ways in the last year and recognize and realize that whatever circumstance you were in, it wasn't going to go your way no matter how hard you tried. No matter how hard you tried to get it to go your way, here we sit again with the Tower energy. So, this is going to pull you back into a time that you probably don't really necessarily want to sit in. I don't think that you want to sit into this time. So here's the thing. it's coming back to, plus we have Mercury retrograde that's going on as well, in Leo, which is in your 7th house of relationships, and it moves back into Cancer. So if this eclipse season is pulling you back in time to a place that is making you feel less than who you really are, it's only to push you forward more. This isn't about purging things in your life anymore. This is about seeing the things within yourself, because you're done purging all this stuff on the outside of you. Now you have to see the things within yourself that's going to catapult you forward, that's going to give you that growth, that's going to help you rise up. When the time is right, you're going to be like unstoppable. But you have to learn these lessons first, and Saturn's not taking it easy on you, and neither is Pluto. Pluto is Scorpio, death and transformation, the phoenix rising from the ashes, all in your 12th house. So let's see what this Queen of Pentacles, especially if you're an Aquarius rising, this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising, but that Aquarius rising is really being forced to see themselves in really, really big ways. Let's see what the Queen of Pentacles is. Usually this is a pretty stable person in your life. Deep breaths, Aquarius. It's okay. I know. Deep breaths. Queen of Pentacles. We're just going to keep going. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you don't really know what to do about this person. Whoever their earth sign is, could be a Capricorn. That Two of Swords, it's funny. It's like, even if they're not even if things aren't really clear, you still have to make a decision about this person. That Two of Swords is not really seeing the big picture. Trying to make a decision, trying to forge ahead, but not really seeing the big picture of everything that needs to be recognized, of everything that needs to be seen. I'm curious what this Tower moment is. Keep breathing. That earth energy, man. It's really bringing you to your knees. The King of Pentacles on the Tower. If you're not sure what the lesson is here, you can find it within yourself. Because it's interesting, because a lot of times we learn that lesson on the outside, or the lesson, it comes from another person, or you feel like it's being projected at you from another person, and they have to be the ones that learns their lesson, and they will on their side. This earth energy, this fire energy, they're going to learn the lesson on their side. But here's the thing, is you also have to be 100% aware of what that Tower moment was for you. What is it that you have to clear out of your own energy, right? Because if you're confused by the whole aspect of what this is, it's like, oh man, what part did I play in all of this? Because there are three sides to every story, but in order to be in this much pain or this much confusion from one circumstance, you have to have been a part of it, right? Am I making sense? Like, you have to take responsibility also for your side, even if that responsibility is staying too long in a situation. And 5 minutes can be too long in a situation. Even if taking that responsibility is overextending yourself, being too kind, right? These are things that you have to take responsibility for. Being too kind, being too open, being because if you are too much for another person, if you are too open to another person, if you are too to another person, then that person is not, like, you're not supposed to be in that person's energy anymore. That person's energy is not supposed to be in your energy anymore. if you're not resonating with a person, you remove yourself. Because the more you keep on inserting yourself into situations or pushing yourself into situations, the more you're doing that, the more you're harming yourself. Eventually, you have to take responsibility, right? I feel like I'm over-explaining it, which makes a lot of sense because you guys are really good at trying to over-explain things sometimes. And you do it because you want to make sense to the other person, but sometimes it does more harm than good to over-explain. So I'm just going to stop there. Let's see what this King of Wands is. Keep breathing all the way into your solar plexus. Yeah. Sometimes somebody triggers something within you that actually originated with another person in the past, right? And now you're gaining momentum from there. The Five of Cups and the Strength card on the King of Wands. Now, to me, this is actually saying that in order for you to move forward and to gain strength from the situation, you have to leave the things behind that have already happened, whether that's with the fire sign, whether that's with this earth energy, whatever it was that caused this moment of bringing you to your knees, you have to remove yourself completely and allow yourself to move forward. Because dwelling on it in that Five of Cups is not going to give you strength. Recognizing that you still have two cups in front of you will give you the strength to move forward, right? You could also get together with some friends of yours. Now, if this Three of Cups is not a third-party situation, this Three of Cups is about celebration. It's about allowing yourself to see who truly gets you, who is in your circle, who is there for you, right? The World on the Three of Cups. Don't kid yourself anymore. Why are you holding on to energies, situations, relationships, situationships that are no longer serving you? Right? You are being supported by the universe. Judgment on the Six of Cups. There are things from the past that will rear its ugly head, and it won't be fun to think about. It won't be fun. But it doesn't have to be impossible. You know? So let yourself learn the lesson. Let yourself see it for what it is. Even the shadow side. Right? The devil. That Capricorn lunar eclipse is not going to be the easiest thing for you to get through, especially since it'll be Mercury retrograde, especially since it will be Jupiter retrograde, Neptune retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Pluto retrograde. 5 planets will be in retrograde while you are dealing with shadow work. That doesn't mean that you stop your life. That means that you take a step back and you see it for what it really is. Neptune retrograde right now is showing the real, the true, right? Just like, see how we have the King of Cups on the devil, Neptune. That's what the King of Cups stands for, right? It actually stands for Pluto, but he has his trident. What's really interesting is facing your own demons, facing your own shadow side, and being honest with yourself about it will actually give you, I was going to say this and then I flipped over to the bottom of the deck, will actually give you a sense of victory. Because then you can be like, oh, I get it now. I see. I can really see things clearly. And now I can manifest 9 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. I can manifest from a place of balance in my energy and not giving myself so much to one particular situation or outcome more than another. And then we have the Moon and the 10 of Pentacles. And this is what I feel like the eclipse is going to be bringing you. It's going to bring you abundance. It's going to bring you safety. It's going to bring you security. But first, it has to show you all of the things that you're not allowing yourself to see quite yet. Or you're overthinking it, so you're kind of burying all of that shadow, that shadow work that needs to be done. If you're 100% honest with yourself right now, it'll be an easy transition. If you can't be 100% honest with yourself right now, it might be a little bit more difficult. There are some people that you aren't supposed to have in your soul group. You're just not supposed to have certain people in your soul group. And you have to be okay with that, because not everybody is going to be your friend. Not everybody is going to be the person that's going to be there for you. But there will be some individuals that you can count on. Okay? My lovely Aquarians, please, please, please take very good care of yourselves in July. It's not going to be the easiest month to navigate, but in the end, which you don't see it coming with this moon here, in the end, it is all going to work out, right? 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 9 of Cups. It will work out. We just have to clear out the junk inside. You've cleared out the junk outside. You've done all the purging. Now you have to clear out the junk on the inside, okay? I love you guys. Have a great July. Oh, let me tell you really quick. Don't click off yet. So I will be in St. Louis on July 13th. That's being rescheduled from the 6th to the 13th. And I will also be in Chicago on August 3rd and LA, in the LA area, on August 23rd. All of that stuff is on my website, fearlessintuition.net. The link is in the description box below to get those tickets. The tickets that are not on sale yet are San Francisco and Portland, Oregon, but they will be soon. So if you want to come see me in St. Louis and Chicago and the LA area, go check out my website, fearlessintuition.net. I love you all, and we'll see you for August readings. Talk to you soon. Bye.